If you've never been there, it's excellent. Go on somebody else's dime, it's not cheap. But it's my favorite restaurant in Dallas.
We'll go in your Maybach.
It's like Mexican steak, like Mexico City Steakhouse.
Isn't that where Jerry Jones goes?
You see him there quite a
Where
bit.
he fired Jimmy?
Yep, yes it is.
Or hired Jimmy?
Yeah, where he traded.
It's a good place.
Fired Tom Lane.
Yeah.
And I asked you Garth or George Strait. You said George Strait because?
George Strait, you know what, I really like him. Funny thing, I've got my kids really into old country music. Like Julia can sing, when she was 4, could sing Folsom Prison Blues front to back. And so you hear 4-year-olds singing about shooting a man in Reno. But, and Andrew really likes Bellamy Brothers and Redneck Girl and all that stuff. So, but George Strait's a favorite. Into a lot of his.
All right, I asked you, single people need a resume or all the single ladies. You said single people need a resume because?
Because Angela said that. Okay, so Angela was my client. I was selling and she was buying. And I was doing really well with her. And I decided, okay, I want to go out with Angela. So I asked her out and she said no. And she said, I can't do that. We work together. It's like, we already
Advertising, just to be
right.
clear.
Advertising, right.
Right.
I said, you already give me a pot of money. I mean, what's
selling?
we're not there. So it's not like anybody can say, now you're giving me money because we're dating, because you're already doing it. She's like, no. So, but I'm a salesman and I didn't give up, and I kept asking, and she kept saying no. And finally one day, just on a whim, she said, you know what, single people ought to carry a resume. And I thought, well, this will either go over big or home.
Oh, man.
Angela's got a temper. So, gave her a resume and she told me to get lost. Yeah, that didn't last long. Yeah, that didn't last long. So, then later she told me don't get lost.
No, you're married.
Now we're married.
Wife's Angela, you got 2 kids.
2 kids, yep, Julia and Andrew.
And finally, I asked you messing with Sasquatch or messing with the Branch Davidians. You said Branch Davidians because?
All right, this is a stupid human trick story. Okay, so it was 1991. The Branch Davidians had just got their thing going, and they were all doing their thing. And I was in college and went to a softball tournament down in Waco. There's a girl we wanted to see, so a friend of mine, Lance, and I went down there. She didn't show up, so we're leaving. And I said, let's go out to Mount Carmel. And I said, nah, that's a bad idea. So you know where it is, don't you? She said, yeah, I know where it is. She said, come on, let's go. I said, no. I said, Lance, let's go. It'll be fun. So finally talked him into it. So here we go. We're going out to Mount Carmel. We're driving down this dirt road, and we come to a barricading road. But there wasn't a sign on it. There wasn't anybody that said we couldn't go past it. So Lance
Just a
stopped.
barricade.
Just a barricade.
That's it.
Just a suggestion.
Just a barricade.
Clearly, there was no purpose of that.
Right.
Hey, where I'm from, that is very true.
So Lance stopped, and he goes, well, we probably as far as we can go. And I said, no, go around it. Nobody's here. They didn't want you to go around it. There'd be a sign. There'd be somebody stop you. Go around it.
Or a barricade.
No, it's a bad idea. So finally I talk him into it. So he goes around it. We go a little ways, turn right. We're going down another dirt road, come to another one. And he says, no, we're not doing this. I said, nobody here, Lance. Go around it. So he does. We go about a quarter of a mile. It's dark. It's like 9 o'clock at night. Go about a quarter of a mile. There's all these trees on the side of up in front of us on either side of the road. Just as we get to those trees, all these lights come on in the trees, and all these people come running out with guns drawn, screaming at us. And they've got ATF and FBI on their shirt. And they're screaming,
Wow.
get out of the truck, get out of the truck, get out of the truck. So the last thing I said to Lance was, just tell the truth. And so they
We're
got us
idiots?
out.
Is that the truth? What was the truth? We're idiots? Okay.
So they get us out, they slam me on the hood, they slam him on the side of the truck.
Wow.
And then they take me around, by that time a car had pulled up front. They take me around and sit me on the front of the car, and they sit Lance on the tailgate. And this guy in ATF uniform or ATF jacket says, what are you doing here? And so I told him, and he goes, no, I want the truth. And I said, that's true. He goes, nobody's that stupid. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
That's it, man. Here's what we're doing. And I told him again. He goes, no, that's not what you're doing. I want the truth. And I said, that's all I got to tell you. I mean, that's it. So he asked me several times. And finally he leaves, and he goes around to the back where Lance is sitting, and leaves me sitting there. I don't even think I was in handcuffs, but he's leaving me there, and he's back at the back. And he comes back and he goes, I want to know right now, what are you doing? And I started in the same story, and he goes, stop. Let me tell you what your buddy's saying. And I said, listen, if he's telling you anything different than me, he's lying. This is what we're doing here. This is the truth. That's it. That's all I can tell you. And he says, come on. So he takes me back, and he sits me on the tailgate next to Lance. And he says, I want to know right now from the two of you, what are you doing here? And I said, okay, so I'll tell you. So I told him again, and Lance bowed his head, and he goes, that's right. That's what we're doing. He goes, that is so stupid. Yeah, and he
So
goes,
that was the story he was telling them all along. too.
no, Lance was telling them some different story.
That's
No,
awesome.
well, I forgot to tell you, when they're dragging Lance to the back, I heard him go, which way's Marlin? I'm like, Lance. So,
That
no,
old.
he's back there lying. So anyway, so they were sitting there, and I tell the guy, and Lance says, yeah, that's right, that's what we're doing. And the guy says, you know you're going to jail tonight, right? I said, yeah, I kind of figured. And he says, yeah, you're going to jail. I was like, okay. So then these 4 or 5 guys start arguing, who's going to take us to jail? Because nobody wants to. They don't want to leave.
How old are you guys?
I'm 19. Nobody wants to take us to jail. Nobody wants to leave. So they're sitting here going, okay. So finally they say, call the guy from the DPS and make him come get him. He should have been there at that barricade to stop him. I looked at Lance and told you so.
Yeah.
So here they call him, and finally here he comes. Bright lights. He pulls up right in front of us, and just bright headlights. We can't see a thing. And he gets out and goes walking by us, and they're standing behind us a little ways. He goes walking by us, and he's back there talking to us. And all of a sudden, Lance elbows me, and he goes, Jay. What? He goes, Jay. I said, what's Jay? He said, he's Jay. And I said, who's Jay? And he said, the DPS guy. I said, you know him? And he said, yeah. And I said, what's his last name? He goes, Hickman. I said, Jay Hickman. He said, I said, come here. So he comes around, and he's standing around. He goes, yeah. And I said, he knows you. And he looks at me, he goes, I know you. I said, you do? And he said, yeah, you're Gilbert Hall's son. I said, right, yeah, I am. And he says, what are you doing out here? So I told him, he goes, that's stupid. And I said, yeah. He said, y'all drinking? And I said,
Theme here.
yeah. He said, are y'all drinking? I said, no. He said, drugs, anything?
Good old-fashioned
He
stupid.
goes, that's it? I said, yeah. And he goes, all right. He goes, I'll do my best. I don't know if I can help y'all. So he goes over and talks to the guys. In a few minutes, finally, the ATF guy that had been on me all night comes up. He goes, all right, here's what we're going to do. He said, you get in your truck. He said, drive down this road. You can come to the intersection. There's going to be another, he called them gates, or barricades. There's going to be another gate. He said, go past it. And he put his finger in my chest so hard. He said, don't you go past another gate again in your life. I said, okay, no problem. He says, when you get to the top of the hill, he said, stop and get out and walk over to the fence. He said, there will be people there, you probably won't see them. He said, but about a quarter of a mile away, you'll be looking right down on Mount Carmel. He said, you'll see the lights were shining on it. You'll hear the music we're playing to drive those people crazy. He said, get a good look, and get in your truck, turn around, and get out of here, and don't ever come back.
Wow.
So that's what we did. And then later, we found out from Jay Hickman that the big deal was that 2 Branch Davidians had snuck out the night before, and they caught them, and they thought they might have found 2 more then.
Oh.
Did you get your autograph picture of Janet Reno while you were there?
No, I didn't ask for anything, but so there's the story.
Great story. Thank you, Stuart.